Hey guys, this is Kayla with Sailing Away with T&K, and welcome to cooking time. I'm here by myself today, so I'm having to do all the filming, so I apologize if it's not as good of quality as normal. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make cheesy chicken spaghetti, and this is a very easy recipe. You only need a couple of ingredients. You need a box of noodles of your choice. We just so happen to have these bow ties in the pantry. I like the curly Q ribbon noodles, but you could also do this with regular spaghetti noodles. You just need one package of whatever you're doing. Another thing you're going to need is some Rotel. This is like diced tomatoes with green chilies. We usually buy the mild. I do anyway. It looks like TJ bought original, but that will work. And this is a 14.5 ounce can. Next, you're going to need a small block of Velveeta. Now this is a 16 ounce block. It's like the mini block. They do have a great value brand of this. This is one of those times I do not suggest great value. Like, spend $2 more, get the Velveeta. Another thing you're going to need is 2 chicken breasts. Now I have 6 here because I'm actually going to be making 3 videos over the next couple of days. So 2 of them will be for this dish, 2 of them will be for chicken pot pie, and 2 of them will be for a chicken enchilada ring. So, and this is just how I prefer to do it. I put all 6 of these in the crock pot this morning with some Tony's seasoning, just like a season-all, and I filled it up with chicken broth, and I let it on low all day. They cooked. I got home. They're ready for peeling. You don't have to do it that way. Now, if you just want to do the 2 chicken breasts that you need, you're just going to boil it on the stove. I prefer to boil it in chicken stock, but you can also always do water. And if you're feeling really lazy, which I do go this route sometimes, you can use rotisserie chicken for this. So like, you don't even have to cook chicken at all. You can pick up everything you need from the store. Now, since I had the crock pot of chicken broth, I transferred that over to a stock pot, and that's what I'm going to boil my noodles in. So this isn't really a rolling boil yet. So this water is the water that the crock pot water that the chicken was in all day. So again, you don't have to do that. You can take 2 chickens directly from the fridge or freezer, put them in water. That would work as well. Just the crock pot had all those flavors from cooking all day, so I didn't want to waste that water. So I just transferred it into the stock pot, and we're going to use that to boil our noodles. So this is, it's boiling. It's coming to a boil. So I am just going to dump my entire container of noodles into that boiling water. Bear with me, I'm working with one hand here. Okay. So this is going to go straight in. I'm not going to salt the water because it has like those seasonings from earlier, but I am gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there just so my noodles don't stick. So just a little, and that's supposedly supposed to make them not stick. All right, so that's gonna come back to a boil, and then when it boils, you want to let it boil about 7 to 8 minutes, depending on how al dente you like your pasta. I personally like mine cooked, not al dente, so I'll probably let it boil for about 10 minutes. while that boils, I'm going to shred 2 of my chicken breasts that are already cooked, and I'm going to dice my Velveeta into little cubes. So I'll be back once that's finished boiling and we'll get it all put together. Bye guys. Alright guys, we're back. I actually got stuck on a phone call, so the noodles have been cooking probably for about 15 or 20 minutes. And as you can see, the longer they cook, the more water they're going to soak up. So this is okay. I'm not going to drain the water because for chicken spaghetti, you actually want it to be a little watery. Otherwise, it can get like extremely hard to stir. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my fire down from high to low, and we're gonna start putting everything in. So first ingredient is the Rotel. Juice and everything is gonna go in here. Give that a quick stir. Okay, next thing, this is 2 of the chicken breast shredded. Now if you look over here, this is another set of 2, that's another set of 2. I'm gonna bag that up and put it in the refrigerator for 2 other dishes. So this was just shredded with a fork. And this was 2 out of the 6 breasts.
Now, if you were to pinch, what would you use as chicken?
Rotisserie.
The rotisserie chicken?
Yes, I already told them all that.
Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, I'm here now.
So you see, this is why you want some of that extra water, because it's going to start getting a little thick. Okay, last thing, let's put this on here. I took my brick of Velveeta and just kind of diced it like I diced it long ways and then chopped it. And so we're just going to start putting this in here. Now, when I was telling you about ingredients, one of the reasons why I prefer Velveeta over Great Value is that the Velveeta has like a creaminess to it, whereas Great Value it almost feels like rubber cheese. Like, I don't know, they just don't melt the same.
Hi, Onyx.
Onyx smells chicken, so he's been a little buck wild this afternoon. So you're just gonna kind of slowly stir in your cheese blocks. It'll melt pretty fast just because of the consistency. And see, this is why you want a little bit of that extra liquid. Like if you find that you're stirring it and you're just too dry, like drier than this, add some water, because it does need to have some liquid to it in order to work. And so I just have this on low. I might turn it up a little bit between low and medium. And I'll put the last of cheese in there. Alright, that's all my cheese. So now I just keep stirring. This would be a good part if you have kids that want to help get them to stir, because you don't have to stir kind of constantly for a good 4 or 5 minutes. You can tell it's melting sort of some. It's going to get creamier as it melts. And again, you can use any noodles. I prefer like rigatoni, the swirly kind. I did not see that in our cabinet, so I just went with these. So it's almost melting. A few little. Usually I find, because I cooked the chicken with Tony Chachere's, so like it's been cooking in that all day, and then this This Rotel was the original, so it tends to have a little more spice than the mild. I never need to add more seasoning, but you always can, and you would do that at this step if you want to taste one. And still got a little bit of cheese right there. So you should kind of start seeing it's getting pretty creamy now. And this is not too much water. Like, the longer this sits, it's going to soak all that up. So, like, it's better to have more water now.
Well, it's going to thicken up, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's going to thicken. Like, you definitely don't want, if it's too dry now, add water, because it's just going to get even drier. But this is about right. This is about where I have it, usually. And that's it. It's ready. You can serve this with, we usually like to get the Texas toast you can serve with it. My mom always served it with corn. You can eat it as is if you don't have anything to go with it. It's a good one-pot wonder. And especially with cooking the chicken in the crock pot all day, like, all you have to do when you get home is the noodles and throw it all in. Like, it's all done. So that's it. It's pretty thick now. All the cheese is melted.
Sorry about the end of the video.
We'll end the video and then we'll show them a final, like, plating of it.
Will do.
So
All
we'll
right.
see y'all in a second. Alright guys, so here's our finished plated product. I was about to say project. So you can see this is from the Rotel. There's some peppers in there from the Rotel. Chicken, noodles, lots of cheese sauce. So that is homemade creamy chicken spaghetti. I have bagged up my other 2 chickens. So this is 2 chicken breasts I'm going to use for pot pie tomorrow. And then 2 other chicken breasts I'm going to use for chicken Tijuana ring the next day. So these I'm going to just put in the fridge. And like, the hard work is done for the next couple of days. So thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like us on Facebook, hit the bell to be notified of all of our notifications, subscribe, do all the things on all the platforms. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoy.